Hello and welcome. I'm Lauren Lewis with Power for Parkinson's. Welcome to our Young Onset Parkinson's disease class. Today we'll be working on a circuit of 6 exercises. Our first round will be learning the basic exercises, working on form and understanding why they will help with Parkinson's symptoms. And the second set, we're going to make it a little more challenging. I'm going to add a cognitive pattern or some kind of cognitive challenge to make it just a little more interesting and to make you use your brain a little more, not just your body. So let me just also remind you that this is meant for people a little more fit, a little more mobile. We will be getting on and off the floor. So you do need to make sure that you can do that safely. Each round will be 1 minute of exercise with a little time in between to transition as I explain the next exercise. The time in between is not timed, just the exercise itself. You will want a chair or to exercise near a wall just for balance and safety. For some of the modifications, you may want to use a chair just to make sure that you can be successful with the exercise, but staying at your level. For today's class, you may want to have some weights. Remember, it is a minute, so you don't want to hold anything too heavy that you can't exercise for a full minute with. If you don't have weights but do want to add a little resistance, cans of the same weight or water bottles are a great option. And please have some water nearby to keep you well hydrated. I'm going to start off with our warm-up, so make sure you are in a nice open space and ready to go. We're going to bring arms all the way overhead. Deep inhale with me. And an exhale out. We'd want to get blood moving. And exhale out. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, deep breath. And out. And one last time, deep breath in. And out. Let's get those arms moving in a nice big circle around. Widening your legs. Good. And let's reverse that circle. Arms coming in. Good. All right. Now let's get the shoulders moving. Back. Back. You can add the arms with that, and we're going to bring those shoulders forward and forward now instead of just back. Good, and wrap your arms around, just kind of getting some mobility in our trunk and in our shoulders. Good, good, and let's take it to a gentle, easy march. Lifting the knees, warming up the large muscles in our legs, and we're going to grab hold of each thigh and bring it in nice and tight, nice and big. Good. And we're just warming up, as I said, those large muscles in the front and the back of your legs. Let's do that again. March for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And lift those knees nice and high. Good. Just a few more. All right. Now we're going to take the leg behind and up, behind and up, behind and front. Good. And reach a little lower as you do this. Again, warming up just those large muscles and getting our heart rate up nice and slowly. Let's do 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now we're going to reverse it. Sit back and just touch the top of your toe. We're lengthening that leg in front, lengthening the muscles behind your leg. Good, and we're just easily stretching, but making it more of a cardio stretch. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and march it out. Deep inhale, arms overhead. And out again, arms up. And out. All right, it was a quick warm-up, but we did kind of hit all the large muscle groups. Hopefully you are ready. Our first exercise, as I said, we have 6. Our first exercise is a squat press. The purpose of this exercise, it's a leg exercise and a shoulder exercise. You're going to need your weights. A squat is a seated position. You sit back. There's an invisible chair behind you. You sit back. I like to keep my arms in front of me. That will help with balance. And then you're going to stand up nice and tall. That's the shoulder part. So it's legs and shoulder. For our purposes, this is really about leg strength, but it's more about posture. We're working on posture. This is an important part of Parkinson's disease. Better posture, the better balance you'll have. So you're going to sit down and stand up nice and tall. Let's put on our music and our timer. We've got 1 minute. Here we go. up your chest. Great job. That was our first exercise. Nice work. Thinking about standing nice and tall. Second exercise, also another leg exercise. This time, instead of sitting, we're going to be stepping forward. We're going to be doing alternating front lunges using your opposite arm curl. So we're using arms, strengthening our arms and strengthening our legs. A lunge is a front 90-degree angle, so you want to step forward, 90 in both legs, bend, come back, come down, bend, and come back. Using your arms, opposite arms and legs. That's for gait, for natural gait, using opposites, working contralaterally. Really important. Many people with Parkinson's disease do lose that, so we want to make sure we've got it. Let's put on our music and practice front, alternating front lunges with a curl. Here we go. Working front of leg and arms.
I like this one, Will.
Make sure you're using controlled slow motions. Almost done. And done. Nice work. Good. All right. Hold on to those weights. Our third exercise, we're using our legs again, working in every direction. First, we started sitting, then we went forward. Now we're going to be going inner and outer thigh. We're using right to left. This is for balance. This is a leg exercise. But for us, again, we're working on using opposites and working toward opposites and balance because we're weight shifting now. So I'm going to ask you to start with your legs together. You're going to go to what's called a 3 o'clock lunge. You're reaching toward 3 o'clock. You go toward the floor or your knee, stand up and go toward 9 o'clock and stand up. This is fairly cardio as you do them. Try not to go too fast. You want to make sure that it is a lunge, that you're sitting back and going toward that opposite. Let's put on our music and our timer and practice our 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock lunges. Here we go. You can tap the floor if you're feeling like you want to make it a little more challenging. Make sure you're sitting back, head up, chest up. Almost done. And nice job. We can finally put these weights down. Good job. The next exercise we're going to get on the floor is a plank. We're going to do shoulder tap planks. This is considered a core exercise, an abdominal exercise. it's also for Parkinson's, for us, it's really also a really great exercise working on balance, on keeping your hips and trunk in check, making sure, because that's where your balance comes from. So if this is nice and tight, your balance is better. It's a full body exercise. We're working on shoulder strength, leg strength, and core. You can do this on the floor, a full plank. You can do this on the floor on your knees. And as I said, it's a cross shoulder. So we're unweighting, putting all your weight on one side or the other. You can also do this using a chair or using the wall right here. And if you're going to use the wall, you just, in a nice long plank here, make sure that to make this still challenging, make sure that you've got a nice angle to this. I'm going to put on our music. We're working crossing the midline, so you're using both sides of your brain as well. And we're working on core. Let's hit the ground and work on our cross shoulder tap planks. Here we go. If you find you swing and sway, that's okay. To make it harder, more core, try to contain your hips. Try not to swing and sway. Pull your belly tight. Checking on that time. Some of these feel a lot harder than others, right? All right, almost done. 5 seconds. And nice work. Getting off the floor, make sure you do this safely. You're going to take your stronger leg. For me, that's your right leg. Leg is at 90 degrees. If you have that chair nearby, you can use that. Hands on your thighs. Head stays tall. Push down and lift. The next exercise is also another full body exercise, upper body and lower body. We're going to be doing a wall sit. So you're against the wall in a seated position, 90-degree angles if you can, otherwise there's whatever feels comfortable. Your elbows and wrists and head are all touching the wall, all touching. And we're going to do angels, snow angels. You're just going to slide your arms up and down. This is a great leg exercise. You're going to feel it here, in front and in back, all parts of your leg. It's also a wonderful shoulder and back exercise, so we're strengthening the upper body as well. For us, for Parkinson's, this is once again posture. We're forcing your upper back to strengthen. We're forcing you to have great posture by pushing against the wall, so you can feel where your shoulder, back, and head at, your alignment. I just want you to get a feel for what that feels like, so when you're not against the wall, you can remind yourself of that posture. Let's put on our 1-minute timer and work on our snow angels in a wall squat position. Here we go. To make this a little more fun, you can go down a little lower. To make this a little more fun, you can lift your heels off the floor. But that's just if you want to make it more fun. See if you can squeeze your shoulder blades down, not just in. That will help with posture also. Legs are starting to really kick in. And 1. Nice work. To get off the floor, the wall safely, put your hands behind you and then step forward. Nice and safe. All right, our last exercise is strictly for cardio. I'm going to ask you to do either a burpee or an up-down. They're both very similar. A burpee is more of a jumping exercise. You hit the ground, you jump both legs out, you both jump both legs in, and you stand. You don't have to throw in that push-up. That's not really, officially, it's not really part of the burpee. That's been thrown in, and a lot of people just do it. Or you can do an up-down, which is the same exercise, but just without jumping. So it would be down, out, out, in, stand up, and then you alternate which leg leads. If you want to do this, again, modified, you can still get plenty out of this. Remember, it's a cardio exercise. You get plenty out of it by just using your chair. Down, out, in, up. I'm going to use the chair for my own stability. I'm going to bring that chair nice and safe against my bookcase here to make sure it doesn't slide. And we're going to put on our music and work on our 1-minute cardio. This is really fighting bradykinesia. This is really fighting against that slowness that some people experience later in Parkinson's. You want to make sure that your body is moving quickly and you can make it move quickly. So let's put on our 1 minute of nice, fast music. And we've got 1 minute. Here we go. Move as quickly as you can. Got the whole body working on this one. And one. All right, heart rate's up. Walk it off. You never want to just stop. You want to walk it off, get your heart rate down, breathe in with me. And a slow exhale. Deep breath in again. For some of you, that was great. You want to maybe stop the video here, take it from the top, and just do those 6 exercises all over again. Stay with those basic exercises. Great job. You're still working on all these different Parkinson's symptoms. It's a full body routine. We've got all the large muscle groups involved, legs and arms, upper back, chest. We've got it all covered. If you want to join me for our second round, I'm going to make each exercise just a little more fun by adding a pattern or a cognitive element to it. The first exercise, as you may remember, is our squat press. I'm going to make this a little more fun by adding a pattern of and balance. So here it is. We're going to pulse instead of just sit. We're going to do a pulse, 1, 2, and then lift, a right and left opposites. 1, 2, up. So instead of just sitting back and both, we're going to alternate arms and knees. Still working on posture, still working on lifting tall and big. So here we're going to put on our 1 minute and just take our first exercise, our squat press, our enhanced squat press. Here we go. Great job. All right, heart rate's up now, huh? Second exercise was our walking front lunge. We just went forward and back. We're going to make this a little more fun. Also, instead of taking one alternating, we're going to walk forward two. 1, 2, and then we're going to walk back 1, 2, 3, 4. Right or left, switch, then both arms and a march, 4 back. So you're going to have to think about how many steps you're going, where you're going, working on balance, besides also working on those opposites. We're going to put on our music, think about that pattern. Front, front, march, back. Here we go. Working on stride, take nice big steps. Woo. And nice work. My heart rate's way up now. All right, but I also feel that in my legs. I worked on stride using those opposites. The next exercise is the 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock lunge. As you may remember, it was just going to 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. We're going to add balance again and a pattern. So this time, instead of just 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, you're going to go 3 o'clock, knee, 3 o'clock, in, 9 o'clock, in, 9 o'clock, back. That's our pattern, swapping sides, working on balance, shifting weight, which is really important for balance and for strengthening core, and of course strengthening our legs, and using different directions instead of just front and back. Our timer goes on, our music goes on, and here we go. All right, we can finally put these weights down. We're gonna hit the floor for our plank shoulder taps. Let's make it a little more fun this time, a little different pattern. We're gonna do shoulder, shoulder, hip, hip, and then we're gonna go cross, cross. Shoulder, shoulder, hip, hip, cross, cross. And again, you can do it in any different way you want to do it, against the wall, against the chair, or on the floor. I'm going to turn so you can see my feet, and we're going to put on our timer, and here we go. doing in that time? I feel like it's been 2 minutes already. All right, 10 seconds. And done. Whew, that was longer than I expected. All right, let's get up off the floor. Again, one leg, stronger leg in front, 90 degrees. Try not to get up standing upside down with your head low, hands on your thighs. Come on up. Next exercise is our snow angel. You're gonna go back against the wall. Put yourself in a squatted position. Knees optimally at 90. Come up a little higher if you feel this in your knees. Arms are here for your angels. We're gonna start off with an angel. Then we're gonna go opposites, right and left. Both arms, then with an opposite leg and an opposite leg. Once again, we're still working on balance, but we're also working on using opposites, reminding our body to use those opposites, and we're still using our posture, working on upper back. Let's put our timer and music back on and work on our posture exercise. And now it's a contralateral exercise as well. Here we go. Try to keep those elbows and wrists against the wall. Just a few more seconds. Push yourself away from the wall carefully and gently with both hands behind you before you stand up. Nice work. And we're down to our last exercise, our cardio exercise. This is your up downs or your burpee. I'm going to make this a little more fun. I'm also going to add the modification for me. You are welcome to do any way that works for you. We're going to do our burpee or up down, but we're going to add a mountain climber and leg jacks. So it's up down or burpee. So now we're in our plank position. And from here we do mountain climbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4, bring it in, stand up, or jump it in, stand up. Burpee, get to the floor, into a plank. 4 mountain climbers, 4 jacks, bring it back, stand up as quickly as you can. Try to get that pattern down, but move as quickly as you can. This is cardio. Let's put on some fun music and get going. Last round, this is it. Here we go. Kick it out, make it work, last. And go. All right, walk it off. Give yourself a hand while you're walking it off. Get that heart rate down. Grab some water. Give yourself a little pat on the back. That was a tough one. Nice job. So as I said earlier, we did a full body exercise. We did a lot of cardio, a lot of getting that heart rate up, getting blood and oxygen to the brain, which is so important. It is basically your brain's fuel, and that's what we want to do. But we also worked all those leg and upper body large muscles, so nice work, good for you. Bring those arms all the way overhead. Exhale for 4. Deep inhale and exhale. Good. If your heart rate is still up, continue moving around. We'll start with shoulder stretches. As we're moving, we're going to bring those arms behind to stretch out those shoulders from the plank exercise. And for anything that you may have used this for this overhead presses, stretch out those shoulders. Good. Now you're going to drop your chin to your chest and stretch the other way, still stretching your upper back and your shoulders. Deep breath in and hold that stretch. Good. Good. And arms overhead. Feel your biceps and shoulders and abs all lengthening. Good. Stay right here. Big, big, big stretch. All right. Good. Let's stretch out our quads. I'm going to turn my chair around. Grab hold of one leg at a time. Grab hold and pull back. If this exercise doesn't work for you, if you find you can't, grab hold of your leg. A great alternative is just to take that leg and stretch it behind. This is a lunge position, a runner's lunge position, but it's meant for stretching, not for strengthening. So put all your weight on your other leg and just lengthen that leg. Hold it right there and stretch. Good. Think about what a great job you did today. Think about all the benefits you're gaining from all this work. Bring it back in and switch. This is not a one and done class. This is meant to be done many, many times. This is meant to be done so you can learn the exercises, so you can learn the patterns, and so you can really repeat some of the movements to really get those movements down, the contralateral, the opposites, the nice wide strides. You want to make sure you're really working on that. The opening up the chest for better posture and better balance. Nice work. Good. And we're going to stretch those hamstrings from all those squats. Bring one in glutes, leg in front. And just hold it here. Let's hold for about 10 seconds, and then we'll take it to a number 4 stretch. Sitting all the way back. Good. And now you can use your chair or just hold on to the chair or wall, crossing at the thigh and sitting back, stretching out your glutes. This is this is for your backside. So we want to stretch that out. Those squats and side lunges all use those muscles, so you want to make sure that you're lengthening them and releasing them. Hold for 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Gently and easy roll up, and then we'll switch sides. Other leg comes forward, reaching for the toe, and just lengthen. Feel all those muscles behind, lengthening and stretching. Easy does it. And keep that breathing nice and steady. Good. We're going to stand up gently and cross that leg again over the other leg, sitting all the way back and lengthening and releasing all those muscles we did in the squats and in the wall squats as well, and the 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock squats. We used those large muscles in all of those exercises. Great. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing nice and tall. Bring your arms overhead. Big reach to the sky. Feel your abdominals lengthening. Your obliques lifting. Pulling your belly button in. Lift up your chin. Reach as high as you can. Feel every muscle in your body lengthening and stretching. How about coming up to your toes and lengthening and stretching all those muscles in your legs as well. Pulling up a little higher for 4, for 3, for 2, and drop. Arms to your side. Deep inhale and exhale. One more time. Up and down. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so glad you were with me. Thank you for working so hard. There's a comment area on the bottom. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know how you're doing. What did you find difficult? What did you want more of? What did you find was, did you need more modifications? What did you find you couldn't do it all because of blah, 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 blah? Let us know. We can always give you more modifications. Let us know where you are with this, and let us know how we can best address your issues. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.